Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Kassad, Great Millstone Austin. But before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well. Peace and blessings to the Akiyom, putting on as the elect, striving for perfection and that crown of righteousness by being obedient to what is written inside these scriptures. Shalom. I wanted to go into this lesson on how, in the times in which we live in, man, we should always be on high alert because the society in which we live in, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man's kingdom, is it's going under. Okay, it's losing every day, more and more, and so he's constantly trying to push and tell everybody that, man, everything is all right. Just take it easy, just relax. Don't nothing to see here. No, man, this is the end of Esau Edom's empire, right? So things are haywire, things are chaotic, things are crazy out here, man. This is happening. It's only getting worse and worse. He's steadily trying to cover it up, but man, these things are being revealed on a high level. But going through the post today, and I seen this going on in Houston. All right, I'm gonna read this little post they have, and then get some precepts on it, going into being, and staying at that high alert in this time frame in which we're in, because anything can happen any day now. So this is Houston Police. It says the Department of Defense's conjunction with the Houston Police Department and others local and federal law enforcement agencies is conducting training in the city of Houston through January 28. Says this exercise has been planned long in advance and in cooperation with the HPD and local authorities. It is not in response to any current world events, right? And is expected to have minimum impact to our community, right? So it's nothing to worry about, okay? So it says residents may hear noises or see helicopters in the evening and early morning hours during the exercise. This type of collaborative training between local, state, and federal partners is very common as we continue to work to provide the best service, and this and blase when it comes down to it. But they're telling you that, man, there's nothing to worry about. We're just out here doing what we're supposed to be doing on a world stage, man. And it's the furthest thing from it. Everything that they doing is connected what is happening to what's happening on the world stage. All right, you got the border crisis, you got what's going on in the Middle East, the so-called Middle East. You got war springing up everywhere. Okay, so if you want to be practicing for security, it's because the level of intensity of the society is high. Everything is intensified right now, man. Okay, and they don't want you to know that. They won't even tell you that the DEFCON level here is at like DEFCON level 1. That's military readiness. It's at the highest level. They're actually launching missiles back and forth. They just lost, which they'll tell you, 2 SEALs and, and some type of mission that they would have probably told you that it was just the exercise as well, right? So they're losing so-called people, and the other side is losing people too, and this is warfare. But this is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety. It's just about peace and safety, maintaining the peace and safety. There's no peace and safety in this society. All right. It says, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they should not escape, man. So when they're saying peace and safety, and they're giving these people bread and circus, they're having them in that state of just don't panic. Everything's going to be all right. We got this. Man, the scripture says sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. And the scripture said they shall not escape. But the men of the Lord, the prophets, all right, the ones the Lord has given eyes to see, the ears to hear, giving them that breath of life, ultimately, man, they're watching for these things, okay? And they're praying always to be accounted worthy to escape what's happening on the face of this earth. What's getting ready to happen. Because the Lord is not a man, he shall lie. Everything he said that's going to happen, all this death and destruction that's going to happen, these cities being walled off and everything, this martial law, time of Jacob's trouble, the time of Death and destruction that this world has never seen before is going to happen. All right. And, strength of men's power standing in their own hand, you know, sedition against men running into other people's household, having their way with whatever they have in that household. And these days of great sorrows are here, man. All right. But the men of the Lord are going to be watching so that day does not overtake them. This is 4. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness. The rest of the world's out here in darkness. That day should overtake you as a thief. It says, you are the children of the light, the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. So, man, being the children of the light represents the truth. So we're to be walking inside of this truth, this gospel. This light is what stimulates our vision. So we're able to see the prophecies in which the Lord has told us to be looking for and watching for. So when he returns, we'll know what time it is. So it doesn't come upon us as a thief in the night, man. We're watching and waiting. Our conversation is in the sky, so to speak. We're looking for a new kingdom in this time. We're not being settled out here, relaxing and in comfort and saying that this world is the end all be all. No, we know this is the end of this world in which we're in. All right. And it is hastening away, is wasting away, quickly right now. And 6 says, therefore let us not sleep as others, but let us watch and be sober. Okay. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for and helmet the hope of salvation, man. So putting on the armor of Yahweh, man. All right. Putting on the armor of Yahweh because we understand we are in a spiritual battle. So we're going to need spiritual armor to be in this fight, okay? To be protected in this fight and to wage war as well in this fight. So that's keeping your eyes singular on the truth, okay? Keep your eyes singular, okay? Being focused on the gospel. Let's grab that right quick. All right. This is Matthew's 6:22. It says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. Okay, full of truth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. It says, but if thine eye be evil, the whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is thy darkness, man? So you're just a wicked individual, ultimately not being, keeping your eyes singular on this truth and this gospel, man. You cannot walk on both sides of the field in which we in, man. Okay? You can't walk on both sides of the field, both sides of the fence. You gotta choose a side, and that line is being drawn in the sand, because the true believers are going to be worshiping the Lord in spirit and in truth, meaning being obedient to what's written inside these scriptures. This is Ephesians 6:11. It says, put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. So we have to put on that armor to be able to have sustainability, ultimately, all right, in these times in which we in, because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. Scripture talks about in Isaiah 33:6. And this is Ephesians 6:12 says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. So we not wrestling fleshly. It's not a fleshly battle. We're not picking up arms in this situation. All right, we're not depending on the strength of our arm. We're depending on our power, Yahweh, to deliver us through His Son Yahweh Shai. All right, and these angels that are encamped around those who serve the Lord. All right, Yahweh Shai is our strong tower. He's our fortress. He's keeping us safe in these times as we are waging battle, through these principalities, against the power, against the rulers of darkness of this world, the elite, those who are sitting up in those high towers and everything, so to speak, the Illuminati ones and everything. All these plans, these devices that they issuing and out on the left-hand side, man, they're not going to prevail against the men of the Lord. All right. So it says, and against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. So, man, we have to have the armor of Yahweh to be waging this war and to be being protected. Letting the words of these words of the Lord be on our lips. Okay, because they bring power. Ultimately, we'll keep it going. Ephesians 6:13 says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand." The scripture says, "Stand, therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having the breastplate of righteousness," man. Breastplate of righteousness, man. Your heart being righteous, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, man. Okay, this is how we ought to be walking, showed in the gospel of peace. All right, this is how we are to be walking. Let's see. All right, let's grab this right quick. It says Psalms 119 and 105. It says, "That word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." So this word is giving us guidance, man. Okay, at the end of the day, and understanding on what the Lord has for us to do. And this is what we're to put our trust in. This Proverbs 3:5 says, "Trust in the Lord Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding." Okay, and all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths, man. So the Lord is directing our paths at the end of the day. So it says in Ephesians 6:15, "And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace." Okay, so walk in this peace, the gospel of peace, ultimately. Above all, taking the shield of faith, which is your confidence, your belief, and that the Lord is going to do what he said he's going to do, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. All right, understanding that, man, you can do all things through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, who strengthens you, and no weapon formed against you as well shall prevail. All right, no weapon formed against you shall prevail. No word that rises up against you, or let's go ahead and grab it. But this is our confidence. All right, and the time and this world in which we living in, you gotta have faith. All right, that the Lord is going to protect you. Is Isaiah 54:17, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord." Okay? Of me. This is why we're putting on the armor of Yahweh, man. Okay? And this is how we are made righteous. One of his servants. Okay? You can't call him master, and you're not doing what he tells you to do. You're being clothed in another garment, so to speak. All right, you don't have on the right garment. You're doing your own thing. Okay, so you're not operating in the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So you're on your own. He doesn't have a hedge of protection around you. All right, this is Ephesians 6:7 and 16. It says, "Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh," man. The word, okay? Yahweh Shai, ultimately, man. Okay? Taking this word. So this is how we ought to walk. This is what's sanctifying us and cleansing us on a day-to-day. It's the helmet of salvation. Yahweh Shai is our salvation. He is our deliverer. Okay, and the scripture refers to the word of Yahweh as a sword, man. It's a sword in the spirit. Let's grab that right quick. All right. Let's grab that. It's Hebrews 4:12. It says, "For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit." Okay, so you can discern what's going on with this situation, that situation, and that person by this word of Yahweh. All right, and it says, "And of the joints and the marrows, and the discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the hearts," man. So you're able to see what people are thinking about, all right, through this word. Let's see right here. Yep. This is Hebrews 4:12 in the Good News translation. G&T, it says the word of Yahweh is alive and active, sharper than any double-edged sword. It cuts all the way through to where soul and spirit meet, to where joints and marrow come together. It judges the desires and the thoughts of the heart, man. So you're able to understand what you need to understand in these days in which we are in. As scripture says, lean not into thy own understanding, but trust in the Lord on thine heart, and he will direct thy path, man. Paraphrasing, but this word is our weapon of war. All right, and it's alive and it's active. Scripture goes into. This is Ephesians 6:18. It says, praying always with all prayer and supplications in the spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication. Perseverance, being preserved. All right, you persevering, you moving, you're enduring. Okay, and supplications for all saints, and being brotherly. Scripture tells us to be fervent and brotherly love and charity in this time frame in which we're living in. All right, supplications for all saints, putting up prayers, being there for them, and everything. But man, praying always. All right, that we'll be able to escape these things that which we see happening on the face of this earth, man. All right, and last but not least, and in closing, because we're living in the times of great tribulations. We're living in a time in which the Lord said that it's going to be a time of none other. So how much more you should be making sure you should be putting on that armor of the Lord to be protected in this time frame in which we're in. All right. So it's a must to put on the armor of the Lord before you get up out of the house, before you leave on the day-to-day over your whole household. But this is Matthew 24:21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. And we are living in this time. All right, we're living in this time where it talks about then it shall be great tribulation, man. All right, so it's a must that we operate inside this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding this truth, and trust in the Lord, man, that He has already wrote out our roles. All right, He's guiding our path, directing us every day, man. All right. So with that, just wanted to do a lesson going into, when they say peace and safety, never be, it doesn't mean peace and safety. You should be on high alert at all times, man. And which means that, having the armor of Yahweh on at all time. All right. So high alert. All right. So put on the whole armor of Yahweh, man. All right. At the end of the day. So perfectly just edifying to the body. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well. Peace and blessings to the Akiyam, putting on as the elect. Shalom.